evening and welcome to the news. First, let us take a look at the headlines. India's first solar observatory mission, Aditya L1, successfully lifts off from Sriharikota Space Center. Envoys from African countries meet Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong. 7th PA Sangma Memorial Lecture organized by Nehru Tura campus. And NPP State President Dr. W.R. Kharlukhi defends coal mining in Meghalaya. The news in detail. India's journey towards the sun began today as the maiden flight mission took off precisely at 11:50 a.m. at the Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. It took almost 1 hour and 3 minutes for Aditya L1 to begin its 125 days journey to the sun. On a sunny afternoon, the PSLV C-57 rocket carrying Aditya L1 soared into the clear skies with a reverberating sound and with the crowds at ISRO expressing their happiness with whistles and claps. In a period of 4 months, Aditya L1 will reach the Lagrange point 1, where the gravitational forces of a two-body system like the Sun and the Earth produce enhanced regions of attraction and repulsion. Aditya's L1 mission is to study the solar winds and the Sun's atmosphere. It carries 7 payloads to observe the photosphere, chromosphere, and the outermost layers of the Sun, the corona.
In an elliptical orbit of 235 by 19,500 kilometers, which is intended very precisely by the PSLV, very unique mission mode here, with the upper stage of the PSLV taking 2 burn sequence for injecting the primary satellite for the first time. So I want to congratulate PSLV for such a very different mission approach today to do this mission of Aditya L1 to put it in the right orbit. Now, from now, the Aditya L1 will take its journey after some Earth maneuvers. It will start its journey to the L1 point.
Envoys from 5 countries like Gambia, Mongolia and Kazakhstan, among others, called upon Meghalaya Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong at his office chamber in Shillong on Friday. The meeting deliberated on various aspects of the state, including cultural exchange and tourism. Meanwhile, talking to the media, the High Commissioner of the Republic of the Gambia, Mustafa Jawara, praised the hospitality provided by Meghalaya government. He highly praised...
Beautiful state. We will be here many more times.
A true dedication to late P.A. Sangma would be to follow his footsteps and his principles, to always keep the nation first, the people first. These were the words of Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma as he urged people to follow the footsteps of his father, probably the tallest and most well-known leader from the Northeast region to date. Speaking at the 7th PA Sangma Memorial Lecture organized by Nehru Tura campus and the PA Sangma Foundation at the District Auditorium Tura to remember the Garo leader at his 76th birth anniversary, which was also attended by renowned journalist and editor-in-chief of the print Shekhar Gupta as a special speaker. Sangma recalled his father's irreplaceable principles and values which he shared with the people. Renowned and veteran journalist Shekhar Gupta remarked that P.A. Sangma had left too early and that a lot has to be done for the tribal population of India.
Mainstream pan-national politician, because nobody...
I remember small anecdotes, and this is something, of course, very personal, because my late father, myself, Mr. James, and all of us, we used to sit with him, with my mother, and he used to tell us many aspects about politics, and at that point in time, we never gave importance to it. It looked like another lecture that he was giving us. But then when we look back today, those lectures or those discussions became like a guide, a book, a manual on how to be in politics today.
Purno Sangma 1, he left too early. He left too early. He'd be 76 now, which means really left early. He had a lot left to do.
The state president of the National People's Party, W.R. Kharlukhi, has defended coal mining in the state, emphasizing its significance as a means of livelihood for local communities. He addressed the impact of the coal mining ban and the challenges faced by the people in the region. Kharlukhi clarified that his stance on coal mining was his personal viewpoint, not the official stance of the government. He stressed that coal mining had been a source of livelihood for the local population for nearly 4 decades, and it was considered a fundamental right. Denying coal mining, in his view, was akin to denying food for the people.
Tell me the story about that will happen in Sutanga area. Why those boys have to go to that hole? Coal for us people coming from Giant Hills, it is our livelihood. It is enshrined as a fundamental rights, and denying coal mining for my people from my district, which we have been practicing for nearly 4 decades, is like denying food for our people. How much it has affected the people there. I'm always for coal mining. That's why I said, okay, you start with your whatever coal mining, but at least my people should have to survive.
Celebrating India's G20 presidency, Akashvani Shillong, in collaboration with St. Anthony's College, Shillong, organized a conclave at St. Anthony's College, Shillong on Friday, where discussion on topics such as local relevance and importance of G20 and upskilling the youth for better prospects was held. The panelists in the conclave were Wanket Kuparsware, General Manager, Meghalaya Basin Development Authority, Mark Lightplung, Founder and CEO, Avenues Shillong, and others. The keynote address was delivered by Director, St. Anthony's College, Shillong, Dr. Father A.L. Jose. In his speech, he stressed on the significance of India's G20 presidency's theme, One Earth, One Family, One Future, which he opined is a message that binds us from within. The Sinjuk Wahe Chnong Jawai SWCJ on Friday visited the Jawai MCH Hospital and met the superintendent of the hospital, Dr. Ebenezer War. During the meeting, the SWCJ delegation discussed various issues concerning the healthcare facilities and services provided by the hospital. The SWCJ highlighted the importance of upgrading medical facilities in the district to meet the growing demands of the population. They emphasized that modernizing the hospital would not only enhance patient care, but also attract skilled medical professionals to serve in Jawai. Another weather report. The maximum temperature was 37.3 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature was 18.2 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 61%, while in the evening was 74%. Forecast moderate rain is very likely to occur at many places. And before we wind up, here are the headlines once again. India's first solar observatory mission, Aditya L1, successfully lifts off from Sriharikota Space Center. Envoys from African countries meet Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong. 7th PA Sangma Memorial Lecture organized by Nehu Tura Campus. And NPP State President Dr. W.R. Kharlukhi defends coal mining in Meghalaya. And that's all we have in the news. Do join us again tomorrow at the same time, same channel. Until then, it's good night.
और कंपनी दोनों से बात कर ली, कोई सुन नहीं रहा, क्या करूं?